Greetings, I am a paranoid rat. I've returned with a new video and art to sustain my army of ratlings. You're welcome. A while ago, I did a video where you guys sent me your characters and I drew them, which did pretty well, and you all have been very eagerly requesting another. So I had my followers over on Instagram sacrifice their OCs to me, your Rat King. Thank you to everybody who submitted. I got a lot of sacrifices. Cool, but then it also made picking which ones I was going to do way too hard. I might just have to do another one of these. Oh no, how tragic. Anyways, I will put up some honorable mentions here for you guys to check out and support artists and all that. Great art, everybody. I had way too much consuming your characters, so go check out some cool artists. That's an order from your leader. Before I get into the art, I figured I'd go over the name suggestions from my last video. One was already named. His name was Phil with 3 L's. After reading through many comments and much deliberation, I settled on Juniper and Sam. Thank you to all who suggested names and headcanons. I greatly appreciated, and I love reading through every single comment you guys leave. So, alright. To the video. My first victim of the day is Mary, Ciaooo Madness's character, who's a great friend of mine. Am I playing favorites? Yes, I am. But just look at her, she's beautiful. And my wife. They even drew her with a little pink rat version on her shoulder. That's me. I was going to draw her anyways, so I was obligated to include her in this video, I suppose. She's hot and she's pretty and an amazing design, and I love her. Fight me. So I had a lot of fun drawing this Rococo killer. The big dress, the unhinged expression, warning to anybody who's a little bit squeamish. There is a bit of gore added at the end of the drawing, so if that's not your cup of tea, you can skip ahead to the next chapter. While drawing this, I struggled a lot with her pose. I did think about her having a glass of wine she was spilling, but I could not figure out how to draw that for the life of me. And instead, I have given her a fan to obscure part of her face, which then made me wonder, what if the fan had spikes? So yes, she got a murdery fan. I love the bat. I'm a sucker for a bloody, spiked up bat, but I feel like she'd use the fan as like a slightly more discreet weapon she could smuggle into galas and such. Hide behind it mysteriously until she snaps and gives somebody the slicey with it. You know, girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. And I'm not gonna judge. I did add some more detail and took some creative liberties with the design just because my style is a lot more detailed. I had a lot of fun drawing all the little bow details. It felt suiting for her. For this drawing, I referenced a lot of Rococo fashion for some additional references. I do feel like the skirts were lacking a little in the end, but I didn't really know what else to do for them. I really love the color palette for this character as well. The pinks with the yellow and the blue look quite nice together, and I love it. Some nice pastels to contrast the blood. Not sure how she gets the stains out of the white though. I also carried the blue up to her eyes for some eyeshadow. Blue eyeshadow has a history of representing characters who push against the status quo, rebels, and sometimes even descending into madness, especially on female characters, which felt like a fun little thing to add to her. I did get way too much pleasure out of drawing unhinged expressions like this. Then, yes, I went in and added all the blood. You know, post-murder. Anyways, here she is. I had a ton of fun drawing my wife, Mary. Round of applause to Ciaooo Madness, and go follow them or I'm sending Mary after you. You know, to handle business for me. If you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Our next victim of the day is Edwin, sacrificed by silly_star. As soon as I saw this character, I don't know what was about him, and I just knew that I had to draw him, and nothing would stop me. So here he is. Maybe I'm just a sucker for eyeballs and a man in a pink sweater. I will not elaborate further. This design is probably the simplest one I did, but I actually really enjoy this drawing, like a lot more than I was anticipating I would. The color palette, the design, the colors. Wait, I already said that. Eyeballs. Eyeballs where eyeballs shouldn't be. I love it. I can't pass it up. I have an obsession with drawing eyeballs like many people, so whatever, leave me alone. I would like to know more about this character. I was able to track down some more drawings of him on their account, but what's his story? Who is he? Why does he have eyeballs on his hands? It gives, like, gay Pan's Labyrinth. The pose is simple, but I'm really happy with it in the end, and I actually drew 2 decent hands in the same drawing for once, and with minimal difficulty. I'm very proud of that still. Hands are a solid, like, hit or miss for me, and often I sacrifice good poses for decent looking hands, but I succeeded this time. Be proud of me. I did add a little bit of, like, eyeball embellishment to his sweater. I like throwing in an excess of eyeball themes to my designs, especially ones like this. I mean, what am I gonna do? Pass up a chance to throw in more eyeballs than any sane person should be drawing? I think not. I might be crazy, but I'm not that crazy. Rendering this was quite fun, and I think it might be one of my favorites just for that reason. Like, it came just really easily for me and I feel like the whole piece just feels so cohesive and good together. And trying to render a face without any eyes in it was a new experience, so thank you for that. And this is a really subtle thing I noticed, but I really love that his eyes are like that orangey color. Like, it works really well. Good call, Silly Star. It equally matches the rest of the color palettes, but isn't too abrasive or, like, feels out of place, but at the same time contrasts perfectly. It is scrumptious. I must consume. So anyways, here's Edwin, everybody. Again, obsessed with this design and adored drawing this whole thing. Thank you for the sacrifice. You have won the Rat King's favor. There were a lot of designs submitted with excessive eyeballs. It was really hard to choose, but this one did win. I love him. Thank you. Alrighty, and our sacrifice. This is Max, submitted by Mossy.Bones101. This design grabbed me in a chokehold, stuffed a pencil into my hand, and slammed me into my tablet until I drew him. I had no choice in this matter. Everything about this design, I was enraptured. And something I was very excited about was the post came with the lore explanation, so thank you for that. Here, let me just read it out for you all real quick so we all have an understanding of this character. Max lives in a post-apocalyptic world where an asteroid hit Earth, sending all sorts of unknown chemicals and radiation throughout the world. This mutated animals, which turned them into monsters with heightened aggression and hunger. Most of the mutated humans died from their quickly changing bodies, but some who had less drastic changes survived. Max was working at the city's aquarium researching the glass jellyfish when the asteroid hit. The radiation made the jellyfish's transparent skin genes mixed with Max's, turning his skin transparent. A few years have passed, and the survivors have created a stable society built underground. Max has climbed ranks and became a certified monster hunter, which is a soldier-like status. The hunters report to any situation that involves a monster and neutralize them. They are also allowed to the surface. Max goes to the surface a lot to catalog the new animals, which he's not allowed to do for safety reasons, but he has not had any problems yet. So yeah, that's this character. I'm obsessed. Thank you for the lore. That was amazing. The whole translucent skin thing was definitely a contributing factor for picking this character, because I've never drawn translucent skin like that. I don't know, it looks really cool. I did make a few alterations to his clothes just for my style and creative liberties. I adore the contrast of blue and teal skin with the browns and grays and dull greens of his clothes. It works very well. So good call, Mossy Bones, on your end. This is a very well done design. Thank you. This kind of character is definitely a comfort zone of mine. Post-apocalypse is a favorite, as I'm sure most of you know, which made this so much more fun. I do feel like the skeleton look didn't cross over to my style nearly as well as it does in yours, but it was still a fun challenge and just enjoyable to try. Again, it was a ton of fun to draw, and I would love to see what other people in this world look like, because I'm assuming other people have mutated and survived, and I would like to know what else happened to them beyond jellyfish skin over here. So thank you for sacrificing this guy to me. It was truly an honor to adapt him to my style and draw him in this video. Thank you. And alright, that's all for today, folks. I'm sad I didn't get to more. There were a lot of other characters I really wanted to draw and didn't get to. I might do a part 2 to get some more characters in here, but this was so much fun. Thank you to everybody who submitted. These videos are honestly one of my favorites to make, and, you know, just draw in general. What can I say? I love drawing cool character designs, and it's so cool to me that you guys want to see them in my style. I apologize to everybody I didn't get to in this video. I can assure you I saw your submission, freaked out and obsessed over the design, an unhealthy amount. But if you weren't in this video, or this is your first time seeing me here, please go check out these awesome characters and support some small artists. You know, look at some pretty art and all that jazz. And an additional thing here, I recently hit 10K, I'm still screaming about that. And in celebration, I have a Draw This in Your Style challenge going on. It ends at the end of September, and a winner will get a drawing of one of their characters from me. I'm hoping people will do more of it on Instagram, but I also have a lot of people who don't have Instagram who are using community posts, and I will see it there. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would love to see your submission. So, you know, that would be great. Anyways, thanks for sticking to the end. Any interaction with my content is greatly appreciated to beat the shitty algorithms. Liking, commenting, subscribing, or doing what I normally do, which is just creepily lurking in the corner. Watching the video helps, so thanks. You Ratlings are some good ones. I love you and making videos for you and bringing you pretty art every week. I'll be back soon with more art to feed my army. Once again, you are free to go now. Until next time, ciao.